Welcome to Wake Up Abundant with Amber, your 7-minute daily reset, reframe, and reassess so that you can step into a more abundant state of mind, being, and completely alter your reality. Abundance is so important in our day-to-day lives. So listening to this podcast on the daily or as often as you can to recalibrate and step into abundance, or also reframe any limiting beliefs, doubts, fears that society or your past experience have brought onto you is so important so that you could achieve your impossible dreams. So let's get into it. Today we are going to talk about the law of assumption. So there are many laws that govern this universe, and when we learn to play with them, when we learn our power, we're able to experience so much more rapid change in our favor than ever before. Law of assumption, popularized by Neville Goddard. This is all about assuming it is already yours. Every other thing does not matter. The law of assumption states that the I am statements and you focusing on what you desire, period, as it is already yours, feeling it, embodying it, acting as if, is all you need to become an energetic match to your desires. The universe will bring everything in your life if you just assume it is already yours. The law of assumption, right? You assume it is already yours. You act like it's already yours. You feel the feelings of it already being yours. And this is where people get caught up. It's like, how do I feel the feelings of, let's say, having $10,000 in my bank account when I've actually never had $10,000 in my bank account? How do I feel the feelings of a loving partner when I've actually never had a loving partner in my life? How do I feel the feelings of a deep friendship when I don't know what that actually feels like? Which is very fair. So what I want to kind of share with you is ways to tap into those feelings, even if you haven't experienced it in your 3D. For example, let's say you want $10,000. One of the best ways to feel how it would feel to have $10,000 and act as if, even contrary to where your reality is right now, is letting yourself imagine someone writing you a check. This like random thing, like really just picture it. I know like it's hard in the beginning. You're like, this feels so silly, but like what's the alternative? Your current reality? Why not give this silly thing a chance? And that's what I always tell to people, where it's like, okay, but what do you have to lose? Nothing. If you're desiring something that you don't have right now, you won't be able to lose anything else. You'll just upgrade, right? So what do you have to lose to step into this really fun thing? I'm just going a little tangent there because a lot of people feel like it's so silly, but it's like, but what if you tried it and it worked? What if you actually tried it and it worked? And this silly little exercise and silly little things change your whole life forever. Like, how cool would that be? Where it's like, oh my God, I get to do this silly little thing and it literally changes my life forever. Epic. So let's go back to our silly little imagination of envisioning someone writing you a check for $10,000 or depositing $10,000 into your account through Zelle or Venmoing you $10,000. You're looking at your phone, you're looking at that check, and you're saying, oh my God, I have $10,000. Imagine how that feels in your body. You probably feel super excited, maybe a little in shock. You feel taken care of. You feel like, oh my God, it's happening. It's possible for me. You think about all the fun ways you're going to spend it or all the necessities that you need to pay with it. You really just step into the energy of, I have it, it is mine. And then you begin to understand the feeling of having $10,000 for the first time. And then you upgrade it by like thinking, okay, what would it feel like to have $10,000 every single month? You wouldn't really feel shocked. You would feel continuously excited. You would feel so supported. You would make decisions from this place of, I am supported. Money comes to me all the time. $10,000 is my new normal. And you would act as someone who has $10,000 in their bank account every single day. You wouldn't limit yourself with not making decisions or not daydreaming about things that you want because you don't currently have the money. You definitely wouldn't talk about how you don't have the money, right? So that is essentially the law of assumption, is you focusing on the person that has $10,000 in the bank, the person that has a loving partner, the person that has loving friends, the person that got that promotion, and you just imagine the scenario happening in your mind. Ideally, what I recommend is doing it right before bed. You can journal about it and then just play back only the good in your mind. And when you wake up, you think, oh my God, I'm in that reality. And you do not let your external circumstances change that. You do not speak of these thoughts to anyone else, because a lot of times we also want to convince everyone else in our lives to jump in on this incredible journey with us. And trust me, I am that person. Hello, I have a podcast, but I will say that unless someone is ready to understand this lesson and this like deep inner work, they're not going to receive it the same. And you don't need any doubts in your mind. You just need pure confidence. So keep it to yourself, the imaginings that you have, the exercises, the acting as if, keep it to yourself fully, or find a safe space to talk about it. So that's what I want you to do is imagine the situation that you desire. Imagine what you desire coming to you with ease and with flow, and knowing that you are a good person and good things happen to good people, and that good people deserve to have a lot of money, a lot of love, a lot of friendships, and all these amazing things in this world. We are taking back the world from this like hardship, from this pain, from this suffering when we step into this energy of assumption. Not that those things don't happen and won't like stop happening, but it does create this more empowered feeling within ourselves that we do have this energy. We are connected with source energy, and source energy is here to help us. So I want you to really step into this exercise, and I want you to journal about what it would be like to have that specific desire. If you have $10,000 every single month, not just the first month, every single month, how would you act? How would you be? What would you say? How would you dress? Like really step into it and do your best to use what you have to step into that reality. And every evening, start stepping into that reality for real. Like use your imagination for good. And you will be surprised to see those intuitive actions and pulls coming into play. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. Share with a friend that you know would really resonate with this. I'm sending you so much love, and assume it is yours, and it will be. And so it is. Bye.